Out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to a welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Corey Stroud gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they get them both. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup. Digging in to try it again, Justin Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlton McKenzie. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Carlton McKenzie.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Shortstop, Gil Hernandez.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Striding in once again, Justin Jackson. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Justin Jackson.
First pitch on its way.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlton McKenzie.
Number 2, Carlton McKenzie.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. This is in the air to left field. Nieto is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Gil Hernandez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Gil Hernandez.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Lined hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game. Ready once again, Reed Ballard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit sharply on the ground. To second. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Jackson. And their runners at the corners now.
Justin Jackson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. We're through 6 full. Altuna's out in front, 3-1. Ready for another chance, Brent Delabate. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the result they could hope for. He's not a long ball, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Digging in the switch hitter, David McClendon. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get it? One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Curve used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Corey Stroud gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Fernando Calzado records the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
For the Rubber Ducks, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Russell Chung, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, as starting pitchers go, he's not real tall. Now, we've seen plenty short guys be very successful, but one of the keys is having good deception by changing speed. The ball doesn't come out from a high angle, so it appears to come in a little flatter. That means pitchers need to come in at different speed for really full hitters. We'll see how he does.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the...
Into the box, Justin Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Justin Jackson.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Moving under it, Reyes, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in, Frank Nieto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now attempt here. Osuna fields it cleanly, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Settling in now, Justin Jackson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Justin Jackson.
Popped him up. Ferreira over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, David McClendon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got a throw to first, gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. At the plate, Justin Jackson. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Rick Johnson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Working for the punch out and the offering. In there, now the throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Might have been trying to avoid the double play ball by putting the runner in motion, but that ended up.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Jackson. He singled his last time up.
Jackson.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Akron Rubber Ducks jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Adam Pletko claims the win out of the pen. Welcome to MLB The Show. Alfonso Alvarado gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Line towards center field. Reyes is right there, one down. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting line. To the plate now is the designated hitter, David McClendon. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Jackson right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Justin Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jackson.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
The left fielder, number 2.
So striding forward now, Carlton McKenzie, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground to third. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just. Now at the plate, Adrian Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Reyes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run. Ready now, Justin Jackson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Jackson.
First offering on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Johnson, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Runners off for second. Base hit into right center. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, if you're going to put on the hit and run play, no better time to do it than right after a pitch out. Pitcher's trying to get right back into the zone. You have an opportunity to put barrel on baseball effectively. And he did a great job of it right there.
The left fielder.
So digging in now, Carlton McKenzie. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gil Hernandez.
Shortstop, Gil.
Now the 0-2 pitch. But at first as the run comes in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Colin Moran.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Down the third baseline. Delabate loves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 base hits. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead it 3-2. Next will be the designated hitter, David McClendon.
David McClendon.
Hit out towards second. Jackson has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So stepping in, Justin Jackson. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. At the plate, Reed Ballard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ballard.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
4-2 the final score today. The Rubber Ducks led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Cesar Aquino gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Chris Macias.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week. Robbie Brunner gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
First pitch on its way. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up. Now at the plate, Justin Jackson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Justin Jackson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now batting, Carlton McKenzie. He flew out in his last at bat. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Sharp ground ball to third. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 3 innings complete. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ken Garcia.
Fielder, Ken Garcia.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Justin Jackson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Jackson.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Colin Moran. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Hit hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Diero, we're looking at a big inning right.
Exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Ready for another shot now, Richie Sparks. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Now that's popped up. Haley is there, 2 down. Next will be Jose Osuna. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Jose Osuna.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete. Altuna's out in front, 3-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew Stevenson. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. But they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Digging in once again, Jeff Colbert.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but man on usually poses problems.
Scooped up. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Abraham Benitez, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this. Runners on base, but haven't been able to string any.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Justin Jackson. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Missed with a slider.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Takes this the other way to right. Jenkins is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Altoona led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Robbie Brunner gets the win on the mound, his first of the year.
1 run.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Corey Stroud, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Here's the 2-1 home. On the ground, out to second. Jackson. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Into the box now, Justin Jackson. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. It's been a slow start as they come in with just 1 win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Base is empty here with nobody out. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Now to the plate, Carlton McKenzie. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Left fielder, Carlton McKenzie.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. He's right there. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Jackson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jackson.
First delivery to him on the way. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We've played 2 full. The Curve lead it 2-0. Striding in once again, Andrew Stevenson. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. One there as this is bounced to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Altuna's out in front, 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Derek Haley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Jackson on the grass. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tom Jenkins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th.
Ready for another chance, Justin Jackson. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Coming to the plate now, Carlton McKenzie. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Carlton McKenzie.
Throw over to the bag, and now they've got him in a rundown, and he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
Hey, one away. Hey, let it fly right here. One time, right now.
On the move again from first. Pitch inside, the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Now at the plate, Tom Cartwright, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Jackson. He singled his last time up.
Jackson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Oh, and look at this. It's in the dirt, and both runners move up on the double steal. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Into the box, Andrew Stevenson. He'll start us off in the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're at the back end of this game, only down by 1. Do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a good effort as he's able to get.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
3-2 to finish in tonight's game. Altoona jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Corey Stroud takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. And as we welcome you into this one, we find runners at first and second here with nobody out in the inning. Striding into the box, Justin Jackson. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 home. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Mora over at second. Leeper on at first with nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
He's set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Standing in, Grant Stern. He singled his last time up.
Grant Stern.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Colin Moran.
Here now the 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
The batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Gil Hernandez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Swing and a looper to left. Garcia on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We've played 8 full. The Curve lead it 3-2.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Altoona came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Nick Turley claims the win out of the pen, his first. Fernando Calzado closes the door for the save, his 4th of the season. So that'll just...
Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Wheeling up my stool, I definitely wouldn't miss a thing. When you're lost on your own and you're wondering if I'm following,
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Altoona Curve and the Erie Seawolves. The Seawolves aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Sean Rosas gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Castro looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Coming to the plate now, Tino Velasco, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0.
Find some green, baby. Find some green.
Stepping in, Justin Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3-0 to him now.
Hey, let her fly right here.
This is in the air to right. Moving under it, Castro. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Stepping into the box, Justin Jackson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Jackson.
First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. Reyna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run.
Hey, you can do it. No one
So striding forward now, Justin Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike.
Here we go. Hey, keep trying. Let's go, big dog.
Heading out toward shallow right. Castro is there, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Hey, come on now.
Now batting, James Reyna.
Center fielder, James Reyna.
Hard hit ball to second. Jackson overdoes. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Altoona used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Today, it's game 2. Tommy Chang, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's been throwing the ball great. How about his last start? Only allowed 3 hits, worked deep in the game to get the win, and we'll see if he can match that in this one and make it 2 good starts in a row.
He's set, and the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Castro is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. And with that, here's so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Nieves, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Out towards second. Jackson comes up with it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And the guy patrolling center field today.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
In now, Justin Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Justin
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Left fielder.
So digging in now, Carlton McKenzie. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Working for the punch out and the offering. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch.
He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in, Gil Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Gil Hernandez.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Montero moves over. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now in the box, Jose Osuna. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Ready for another shot now, Justin Jackson. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
The batter, number 4. Shortstop.
Ready once again, Gil Hernandez. To third, reined in. To second for 1. On to first, a double play. Next will be Jose Osuna. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Montero racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6.
Hey, come on, let the big dog
Digging in and looking for more, Justin Jackson. He singled his last time up. He's set, here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, nobody out now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside.
Striding in once again, Garrett Burgess.
Garrett Burgess.
Ready with the 0-2. Now attempt here. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Erie used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tommy Chang takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Lewis Robeson hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Artie Lewicki, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Justin Jackson.
Second baseman, Justin
First pitch
Jackson.
on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Swinging a soft liner, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlton
The
McKenzie.
left fielder, number 2, Carlton McKenzie.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Another look to first. And he'll dive back in.
Looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
Stretch. Runner goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Castro. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1. Digging in once again, Justin Jackson. He singled his last time up.
Justin Jackson.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Dribbled up the line. He's got it. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Ready for another chance? Stefan Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Stefan Castro.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Stepping in, James Reyna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Reyna.
1-1. He's running. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your...
Striding into the box, Justin Jackson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Erie Sea.
Loaded bases, that's my motivation. I'm feeling lucky, we should go to 2018 motor transportation. Got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm more creative. Signed a couple big deals, but it's no parade. Just a couple every generation. That wasn't supposed to make it out with the code the matrix. And when they get to speak, it's like a coded language.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game.
Got the motor station. for the home run, even further beyond into the universe. But I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You drop the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home. I was sitting on my lake and I start thinking, ain't gonna make 100 mil off in these streets. More than likely, I'm gonna end up in somebody bracing. Even worse than cares front of the church laid off enough. I dealt with it. I ain't just out here for my health with it. I weigh the risk and the reward and sink the scale tip. Let's all get on one accord and take the world. Take the money, take the power and the Twitters. Can't buy that they sell. They bring heads and jail. Like all these ways they derailed. That's why respect me to the utmost when you see me, is how I feel. Cause I ain't failed. I seen it coming, did not tell. Different lanes, same passion for the meal. Switch lanes, all black, 2 glass ceilings. B12 too fast, gone. Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences for the home run. Even further beyond into the universe. But I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You got the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home.
Alright, I'm back. I think I'm gonna end the stream. Me and a couple of my family members are gonna go out and eat. So I will see y'all later. Deuce. Bye.